Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome back to Jashykins The Ranting Chronicles. This time I'm going to deal with the defenders of the show Elementary. Now let me say beforehand that I do not hate the show. A two-parter episode will deal with me ranting about the defenders of Elementary. Now you might be asking yourself, why two parts? The first part is going to be an explanation of my views on adaptations, because I don't want the people who defend Elementary to have too much credit to tear my guts open. And the second part will be specifically about Elementary. So please listen to both parts so you can get a full understanding of my views on this subject. Now, adaptations are a pretty tricky thing to do because you have to walk this very thin line between doing your own thing and staying true to the source material. It's just a very hard thing to do. And I would never like to be in charge of an adaptation because you will get blamed for doing wrong things even if you do something absolutely perfect. Because some people don't really seem to understand that in an adaptation, not only are you telling a story everyone knows, you have to transfer that story to a different medium, which can be hard at times. Two examples of some very good adaptations are Watchmen and Shutter Island. Now, Watchmen, the movie, is based on a very beloved comic book, and doing even a mediocre adaptation of this comic is very hard to do just because of everything that's going on and the huge length. And even though the writer, Alan Moore, doesn't like the movie, I just find it so wonderful to watch because I read the comic book and I watched the movie, and it's like I'm just watching the comic, which is really something that an adaptation needs. The second example is Shutter Island. And Shutter Island, that was just really good. It is one of the best movies adaptations that walks the thin line between doing its own thing and following the source material, because both the book and movie are sort of very different in their approach of the material, but both do it well and so close together that they're nearly the same thing. Now for the example of a bad adaptation, and I am going to choose the first Silent Hill movie. Now I'm not going to be talking about the second Silent Hill movie because I have not yet seen it, but I plan to in the future. Now, the Silent Hill movie is a good movie on its own. It tells a decent story, but the thing is you have to judge it as an adaptation, and some things just don't work with it as an adaptation, and I will list some of the major problems with the movie. The first one, I'm going to start right off the bat with Pyramid Head. Now, fans of the game will know that Pyramid Head appearing in this movie makes no sense. No sense at all. Why is that? Well, you see in the second Silent Hill game, Pyramid Head is the part of James Sutherland's mind that wants to punish himself. And I'm not going to say why he wants to punish himself because that would actually be a really major spoiler of the whole game. But anyways, there's no James in the Silent Hill movie, so why the fuck is Pyramid Head there? Then you also have Harry being a female. Now, feminists, don't fucking attack me for saying that, oh, a woman can't replace a man as a character. The thing is, in this movie, there is no fucking reason for Harry to be a woman. And then, know what's great about this? They wanted some romantic, straight relationship, so they had to add Sean Bean's character to the movie, who is the most useless thing in this fucking movie. So yeah, there was no point, and then they had to create a useless fucking character for the movie. And last but not least is a useless fucking name change. That name change was from the character named Cheryl. And why the fuck did you need to change it? I can't remember what they changed it to, but keep the whole thing as Cheryl, because Cheryl, it's just an iconic name. You can do your own things in an adaptation, but you have to respect the fucking source material. Because guess what? If you're doing an adaptation, you won't just be judged on, is this a good movie or not? Is this a good adaptation or not? In your mind's eye lives a memory hard to find, blinded by sorrow and
hear you call. You have earned your choice. If you're here, can you prove